Hey, welcome back to another edition of Ego on Break. I'm your host, Dynamite J. Andrews. Got the Mississippi Madman, Logan Creed, sitting to my left, and he is, he's today. So, he's not mad, I guess. So, he's the Mississippi Glad Man, I think. So far, so good. So, nobody's made you mad yet?
No, got me curious, but not mad.
Are you curious?
Yeah.
Cool. But, gonna talk a little bit of wrestling. Gonna talk a little bit about, the upcoming Pro Wrestling Ego event, Squared Circle Survival 2019.
Stardust.
Yep.
Or Sterling.
Sterling. A little bit about Sterling. We'll talk some MLW, maybe some AEW, maybe some Ring of Honor, maybe some whatever else.
You something about C.M.Punk later. Remind me.
Let's do it now.
Okay. Does AEW need C.M.Punk? If they do, what is the good of it? If they don't, what is the bad of it?
Do they need him? Probably not. Could they use him? Yes. And I think it's just adding more star power to the mix. You just have to. It's a fine line between having WWE guys there to help and WWE guys there to hurt.
Yeah.
So right now, I think they have a nice mixture of former WWE guys. Do I think one or two more could help? Sure.
I think he had a lot of name value.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Punk is one of those guys that could really AEW could benefit from having around.
Sounds weird, but I put it this way: I think him and Jericho could be the Randy Savage and Hulk Hogan of AEW.
For sure. Yeah, I get that. Like I say, do I think they need him to survive and to thrive? No.
I think it'll get a lot of people's eyes on the product.
Right. But I think a lot of those same people are already watching. You know what I mean?
I don't.
You don't think so?
No. Look how long he's been gone, dude.
Yeah, so you think the people that you don't think they're watching? A lot of people
turned off after C.M.Punk left. I really believe that.
Yeah, okay.
And I don't think a lot of people have checked out AEW just because.
There's not enough name value?
Well, it's online and stuff. I mean...
Well, I think all that's going to change here in a few months. So,
well, like your perfect example, somebody watches wrestling, but you don't really have access to internet. You're out in the middle of the damn nowhere.
Yeah, I live in the woods for sure.
So, there's people that just have it on TV. This will be on TV at TNT October the 2nd.
I mean, if there was, some way to get Punk, I don't think I would unveil him until then. You know what I mean?
I don't know. To me, I think it's, if he's coming, I think it's all the work with what they're doing right now to hold him off until the end, TNT.
I don't think he's coming, though.
I don't know. Maybe it'll work.
Like I mean,
look at old Lex Luger. He showed up at the freaking mall.
Yeah. So, yeah, he did do that, didn't he?
Exactly. His first show.
Well, if they were going to do a big surprise and it was not Punk, anybody else out there you think they could do that big surprise with?
Not with his name value. I really don't. Not that I can think of right off the bat. I mean, most of the guys, honestly, with the name value of his, are retired.
Yeah. I mean, he has a ton of value for sure. But if I was going to try to do something special just to kick off something.
Somebody be debuting. I just don't know who it could be that wouldn't be him with that name value.
I'm going to say it's going to be the Great Muta.
You're not going to get nothing out of that there, dude. He's got
But think about right now, they've got several guys that are ex-WWE. They've got, John Moxley. They've got Gavin Spears. They've got Cody. They've got Dustin. I mean, they've got a lot of guys that are, that are ex-WWE, so to speak, guys.
But none of them are really that top tier level besides Jericho.
Yeah.
And Moxley, because Moxley was a champion at one point.
Yeah, but I mean, I think he's more upper mid-card than he was I'm going to carry the whole promotion on my back.
No, because he never was in main event. I mean, It's weird to say is the heavyweight champion, yet he was never in the main event. Is that not? Well, because of the double belt crap. I hate that double belt crap.
Punk was the same way, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we shall see. Come October. Isn't it October?
October 2nd?
Yeah. Come October, we'll find out.
It's either 7 or 8. I don't remember the exact time.
Okay, cool. So, you watch MLW?
Yeah, I did watch it this week.
I watched it as well, trying to get back into wrestling thing with the upcoming Squared Circle Survival event. So, what'd you think? Thumbs up? Thumbs in the middle? Thumbs down?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. I'm gonna go thumbs up, but more like right there. It's not
it
quite
wasn't.
up. I mean, it's not sideways. It's not up. It's right in the middle. So 6 out of 8, 7 out of 8, something like that. 7 out of 10.
I'd just say I'd watch it.
Yeah. But open the show with Mance Warner versus Bestia 666.
Was that not a weird opener?
It was a weird opener. I really thought it would have been the main event. Yeah. But yeah, so hot match.
What'd you think about the crowd being split?
Yeah, it was different. But I really like Jim Cornette's version of The Devil Went Down to Georgia.
Yes.
The Devil Went Down to Bucksnort, Tennessee. So
I don't understand people who worship the devil. They got beat by a redneck with a fiddle.
Yeah. So that was kind of fun. But it was a stiff match.
Yes, it was.
We got to see those ring boards that explode upon impact.
And he worked probably 80% of the match with a thumbtack
Sticking his head. Yeah, so
Jim Cornette's like, will he please take them tacks out of his head?
I'm getting nauseous. So, I thought that was fun. We got Ricky Martinez versus Low Key. And I'm a big Ricky Martinez fan, but I'm like,
that match wasn't as good as their first one.
It wasn't, and I've seen him get beat enough.
Yeah.
Like, hey, let's put some credibility back on this guy.
Technically, he didn't lose that match.
Yeah, whatever. So,
hey, at least he didn't knock him out one blow.
That's true. He did last longer than everybody else.
I mean, I think they finally realized that isn't getting over, and it stopped.
Yeah. We got to see Coda Brazil join Myron Reed and I Need Weight Gainer as they were crying and complaining about the referees, seeing them cheat.
Did you get that? Like, why?
Why did he join?
Like, he's been getting hurt awesomely as a face. Wow.
This is why he joined, because who was the guy? Rich Swann, wasn't he the one that started it?
Yeah.
And I don't think Rich Swann's there.
No, he's in.
Yeah. So they needed someone else. That's why.
I guess.
But yeah, I mean, I really didn't care for it.
I thought it wasn't necessary.
Yeah, but I think without the star power that Swann brought to that kind of angle, like, I don't think it matters. Myron Reed doesn't have the star power to, to be the main guy. The Jordan Oliver guy, he definitely doesn't have it. Coda Brazil has some, but again, he's like Myron. He just doesn't have, the star power to carry it and make it a legit storyline or whatever. I mean, I think they're going to go through with it and finish it up, or get to whatever they were getting. But I just feel like it's a little lackluster without that one big guy, the big name in it or whatever. So
a little skinny guy just reminds me of like you got a big bully that lives in school, that's in your school, but he's got the skinny friend that hangs up with. Yeah, he gonna beat you up.
That's Jordan.
That's all he was doing the whole time he's there. Yeah, what he said, man. And I'm right here. Yeah. That's all he kept doing. I'm like,
so he's right here.
I think your children could probably take him.
Yeah, no doubt. But we got to hear from Filthy Tom Lawler.
Yeah.
So he likes to chew on Cyclone Fence. That's pretty much what I got out of it.
Weird way to film that, wasn't it?
Yeah. Jericho did a little. Oh wait, that's completely different.
What the hell?
My bad. Completely different. We'll get to that later.
I thought I had brain damage.
And then we got our main event, another brawl.
PN News.
Yeah, yo baby, yo. Then we got the main event of MLW. We got the Contra unit taking on the Von Erichs, and it was okay.
The weakest point of that is, how you say his name? Samael, thank you. He is not very good in the ring.
Yeah, no, he's not.
He is a better talker than a worker. And it sadly really, really shows in the ring.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I know they got Fatu with the belt, so they don't want to really put him in there in tag match, but I was like, and again, it wasn't just regular tag matches. It was just tornado matches.
MLW is really trying to fill that void of, we're going to do a lot of hardcore stuff like ECW.
Yeah.
So I think they're trying to fill that niche. But the ending it was pretty cool.
The Riot Squad?
Well, no, where Samael threw the fireball.
And they blocked it.
He blocked it with the chair, and he with the chair. So thought that was kind of cool. And then they got beat down afterwards. So overall, it was a good event.
What did you think of the Riot Squad coming out then?
I missed that. I turned it off.
Really? Well, after they start fighting again,
they started fighting, and I just hit it off.
You missed a good part because there was like a buttload of guys come out and literally had on riot gear.
And who they just separating, or they were beating up?
Well, they had nightsticks. They had face guards on.
Yeah.
And they get them to the back, and all of a sudden, old Fatu shows up, and he starts kicking their ass too. So it was good. It was way more to it. I wish you saw the end of it.
I'm gonna have to go back and check that out. So
go check it out because it was different. I haven't seen them do something like that since ECW.
Cool. So yeah, so that was that, and then I watched a Ring of Honor match. It was a Proving Grounds match, and I guess I'd assumed like Proving Ground was like guys trying to prove their worth.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But it was not. Or at least this one wasn't. It was basically the winner got a shot at the TV title, and Shane Taylor, the champion, was in the match. If he won, none of these guys. If he pinned you, you couldn't get a title shot against him as long as he was champion.
That makes sense.
But we saw Tracy Williams come out with the victory. And also that match was Silas Young, Shane Taylor, and Josh the Goods Wood. It was a really good match. I mean, it was everybody against everybody, but a lot of it made sense. And the crowd was definitely behind Tracy Williams as they were chanting like hot sauce, because that's his name. But he came out in an old like the Machines from WWF. The mask, because he's the wrestling machine, so it was pretty cool.
Andre was a machine.
But my only thing with hot sauce is he suffers from that same thing that Jordan Oliver suffers from, where he's super skinny. No, I mean he's like 9 foot tall and he weighs like 90 pounds. Like
yeah, he is kind of small.
I mean, he's all like length.
But he ain't as small as Cheeseburger, is he?
No, I mean, anything is a little bit more size, but he's just like 25 or 30 pounds could probably do him good,
Because I think like Cheeseburger's a great wrestler, but he is such a small guy.
Yeah.
I could never really see him in the main event.
Did you watch anything else? Any side matches?
No, I did see a bit of a tag that's in that G1, and it was Will Ospreay on one side and Zack Sabre Jr. on the other.
Yeah.
And it was them just doing some chain wrestling. I actually want to go watch it. I was going to watch it today.
Okay.
But I saw it last night when I went home. I was like, where the hell is this? And I looked for it and I couldn't find the exact match, so I'm hunting for it. But I mean, I was like, just watching them two guys, man, it was smooth. It was very smooth.
I watched this week's episode of Being the Elite, and this is where the Jericho comes in.
Yeah.
The episode was pretty good. I mean, they had some like
the
shocking
crap
things.
That they could do it out.
Yeah. But the coolest thing was Jericho answering the question from the fans. And he's like, you can see the paparazzi's here, and he's like standing against the wall at a gas station or something.
Yeah, because there literally was a diesel that pulled in and you could hear behind him, and he tried to play it off.
But it was pretty funny. So go watch that little promo or a little interview or whatever with Jericho, because it was worth it. I guess I can't remember the guy's name. It's the black guy and white guy of the tag team. They got like the orange mohawk, the black guy does.
Private Party.
Yeah, but the Young Bucks were going to super kick them, and they super kicked the Young Bucks instead. So that was pretty funny. And there was a little skit with Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy and
Daniels
SoCal. Yeah, that was pretty fun. But overall, I mean, it wasn't just a lot of. It was more just let's get this episode out kind of thing.
It was 4 minutes of them diving in a pool.
Yeah, it was a montage.
I'm like,
but overall, I think it was kind of fun. I mean, I'd watch
Cody tying the damn tie on one of the Young Bucks' neck.
I mean, I'd watch it just for the fact of the Jericho thing. I think that was worth it.
That's probably the only thing worth it, to be honest.
So,
did you get to see the really bad backstage brawl between the three hardcore guys? Oh, you got to go find that because it looks horrible.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll pass.
You sure you don't want to watch something really bad that's put on Billionaires?
Yeah. But I did promise that we would release maybe two of the participants that's going to be in the Squared Circle Survival match. and I have decided to release 1.5 names.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, so a little teaser. I can confirm that Wes Warren will be in Squared Circle Survival.
Okay.
And then Sterling has promised a member of the Constellation would be there. We don't know if that's going
He's only got 2 members right now.
Well, there's him.
Well, it's him. Yeah, true.
There's him. There's Ursa Major. There's the Judas O'Hagan. And then there is a spot left open that where Alex Graves once stood. You know, potentially we may could see a new member of the Constellation. He could be the Madman.
No, it ain't me. He told me to come fight him.
Yeah, he did say come fight him.
I told him I'm not the booker.
If you want to, well, he'll fight you anywhere, man. Like Sterling's a dangerous dude. Like he'll beat you up at the bar, you know, a grocery store.
Like 24/7.
I mean,
WWE
yeah.
rules.
I mean, it could be. I mean, YouTube is 24/7. So I mean, why not? As long as you got a referee, I guess it'd be okay, huh?
I ain't got no damn referee. I got a referee shirt. Can I wrestle and then count my own match?
I mean, it's yeah. Why not? It's hardcore. I've heard Sterling is hardcore. That if you don't watch
like
him,
Sterling Silver, hard to chew on.
he's something. So, but yeah, that's kind of my 1.5 people that's going to be in the in Squared Circle Survival. That's August 31st in Pearl, Mississippi. Squared Circle Survival 2019. I can tell you that Jake Parnell is going to take on
Jeremy.
Yep, JD Jenkins. So we're going to have the Full-Time Beast versus the Warhorse. There will be a women's match. Okay. So I can throw that out there as well. And the tag team titles will be on the line. Colt Storm and Corey Roberts will be teaming up for the first time ever to take on the Renegades of Funk.
Sweet.
So it's going to be a big event. Going to have, like I say, some new people show up. So pretty excited for that. So and Sterling will be there.
Well, what about this? If I'm out there reffing and I see an opportunity to pin him, can I stop the match and just go kick his ass? Or I have to wait till after the match is done?
I better go review some rulings from the Supreme Court Justice and just see if there's ever been a case like that, and I'll get back with you next week.
Okay.
So
he says to be continued, Sterling. I have said I will take the fight. I just got to get in the area to have the fight.
Right.
Because I don't know where he lives. Evidently, there's a lot of lawnmowers there.
I hear him. Yeah. He lives in a place where people cut their grass
a lot
for sure. So hey guys, that's been this episode of Ego on Break. You have anything else? I'm done.
I was trying to think of anything else that had happened this week, but I believe that's all.
That's it. So until next week,
watch wrestling.
Later.